I ended up paying out of pocket probably about 50 grand. And so we get the place renovated, and then it's sitting on the market for about a month, and we get an offer that was about 50 grand less than what I was hoping to get for it, and was recommended by the agent. And again, I should have known better because it wasn't my first property, but I was kind of trusting his judgment. So it sat on the market for another 8 months. I didn't get another offer as big as that first one during that whole time. And unfortunately, I didn't have great tenants. And so during those 9 months, both of them stopped paying the rent. And the property management company that was overseeing it wasn't helping me collect the rents on time or do much about it. And so back again to passive versus active, I had to literally take over that because the property management company just wasn't doing it, and I needed the cash from those tenants to help shoulder the load of the carrying cost. And then towards the end of that 9 months, the second tenant I have to evict from the top floor. So now I have a second unit I now need to renovate that I wasn't considering in my budget to have to renovate. So I renovate that one. Then the bottom floor tenant steals all of the appliances from the second and third floor unit. And so now I have to replace all of the units there and evict that tenant now. And so now I had to renovate. So
not passive.
Not passive at all. And so then I had to evict them, and then I had to renovate a third unit. And so just imagine you have on paper a $300,000 house that you think you can sell for $4, and you're counting 30 grand to renovate one unit. There's a decent spread there if you can sell it in a reasonable amount of time. Well, I just tripled the cost of my renovation because of all of the activity happening in the building, and I had to redo a bunch of work because of the theft happening. And to boot, even this, if that wasn't enough, during the time I owned it, someone was literally shot on the steps of that of that building. And so it was one thing after another in this property, and eventually I ended up selling it for $20,000 less than a year later, for $20,000 less than the offer I got in the first month of the house.
And did you end up making any money on it, or?
No, I ended up paying out of pocket probably about 50 grand to sell that property, and then all the headaches I had for close to a year.
So you did all that work for negative 50 grand.
For negative 50 grand.